Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. First of all, I would like to thank for all of you who have seen my previous videos, that you watch them, like them, especially if you subscribe. I'm truly grateful for all of those amazing energies. And what makes me even happier that you are back for more. If you're new to my channel, I'd like to give you a big welcome. I'm very glad that you found me, and I hope that this reading is going to be helpful for all of you. Today we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of November in the areas of love and relationship. As usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest. But let's get started, and we're going to start first with an angel guide card. So the first card we have here is the Expect Miracles, which is such a lovely energy to have, because it is all about that you know, miracles sometimes happen naturally, and in your case a miracle is ready to unfold for you, and you know, you have to kind of take it that miracles doesn't always have to be extravagant. It can be just a simple shift in your energy, and that can start attracting a lot of positivity in your life, and then you'll be able to see that the magic, the miracles will start to unfold for you, and sometimes you just need to kind of look at your own worth, right? That and just recognize all of that, and just you know, be hopeful, be positive, that you know, everything happens for a reason, and something great is coming for you, and anything is possible for you. So that's a lovely, lovely energy to have. Okay, so let's start. Wow, that became messy, but let's start with the first card. So the first card is the Ten of Pentacles. Now, the Ten of Pentacles is an end of a cycle. Definitely it is indicating that something is ending for you, and generally something new is on the horizon as well. So try to be positive and expect those miracles. So the Ten of Wands is a painful ending, right? For some of you might be going through a breakup or a divorce of some kind, or you've already gone through that, but it's definitely impacting you. But this is a painful ending where, you know, people are not necessarily nice to each other, like that backstabbing, and pretty much this is kind of like the rock bottom energy, when, you know, the only way is up, right? So that's why you should just, you know, focus on the positive and expect that, you know, good things can happen. But let's start with the first card. The first card is the Moon. The Moon is all about, first of all, it's the card of Pisces. So definitely a good indication that your energy is in this reading, and you're able to handle whatever is coming to you, because your energy is key. But the Moon is all about fears. The moon is anxiety. The Moon is also related to uncertainty, and maybe some of you are going through an uncertain time where you don't know what's going to come to your life from a love and relationship perspective. Maybe you've been single and you don't know how to continue. Maybe you've been in a relationship that's definitely reached the end, or it's at the brink of the end, and you're kind of it makes things unsure. When the Moon comes up, it's very important that you follow your intuition, you follow your inner guidance, and when you kind of go down that path of following your intuition, and you are kind of going down this path, which might be uncertain for you, there's definitely a reward waiting for you, right? Even those things are uncertain, there's some kind of a miracle, right, that's gonna happen to you. Just embrace, the uncertainty, and just follow your intuition. So the next card we have here is the King of Wands. The King of Wands, I'm not sure why it's not focusing, but the King of Wands is can be a person, it can be also you, or the energy of the card. So what we need to know about the King of Wands, that he's somebody who's very warm-hearted, who's somebody who's very loving, but he loves the adventures, he loves the new thing. He's kind of this natural leader, kind of like the fun king, the sexy king. And he's able to get people lined up behind his ideas. So this is somebody who's we're talking about here, somebody who I think enjoys the new things, enjoys the adventures. Maybe you've been kind of dealing with somebody who likes the new things, the adventures, because there's one challenge with the King of Wands, that he doesn't like to be he doesn't like to feel that somebody is clinging on to him. He doesn't like the fact when he feels that he doesn't have the freedom, even though he's very warming, he's very loving, but that's something that can scare him off. So maybe you're dealing with somebody like that, or you have this energy. And the next we have here is the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is the card of the wounded soldier. So I think somebody has been definitely hurt here, like, you know, with the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Swords. There's some pretty hardcore pain going on, because the Nine of Wands is kind of like this feeling when you're ready to give up, you're ready to throw in the towel, and because it has been enough, and you just don't know how to continue. But this card is always telling you that whatever you're trying to achieve, whatever your goal is, it's already in sight. So just push through, continue, and don't forget to expect miracles, right? Like that's your main message. So don't be afraid. You know how to do it. You know how to push through. You've been in similar situations before. Now some of you might be single, and you might be tired of being single, and you just don't know how to continue, and you've been with players around you. Some of you might be in a relationship that's kind of not moving anywhere, kind of like a dead relationship, and you just don't know how to continue. So this is kind of different for everybody, but the main message is that don't give up on your dreams, don't give up what makes you happy, just push through, just continue, because you got it. Just try to stay positive. Now the next card we have here is the Two of Wands, right? The Two of Wands is the card of a decision or planning as well. Like for some of you, you've been kind of planning something in terms of relationships, and some of you are kind of in a fork of a road where you need to make a decision. So the story of this card is really somebody who achieved a lot and kind of feels bound by all the things that he achieved, but he actually knows there's way more for him to get. And you know, for some of you, you might need to choose between a relationship or being without a relationship, like being single or being in a relationship. For some of you, you might have to choose between two people. Right? There's some kind of a choice you have to make, and I think just, you know, seeing the light on the card, it's gonna be clear for you which way to go, because, you know, there's lots of hurt, there's lots of pain, backstabbing, and you're gonna know if you listen to your voice, because just look at the Moon card being right beside the Decision card. Like it's clearly telling you that whenever you're making the decision, you just follow your inner voice, your inner guidance, and you're gonna be good. And the next we have here is the Magician. The Magician is telling us that you are actually in a great position, because you're able to manifest everything you want. You have all the talents to do it. You are attractive. You are a full package, right? And just to, you know, focus on everything that you want. Just stay positive, and you know, you're able to create whatever you want, right? Like I just can't let this card go with the expect miracles, right? Like the Magician is all about manifesting something, and you're going to be able to manifest some kind of a miracle. Just keep going. Like, you know, if you're single, you're going to be able to achieve something that I think it might be even surprising. Like you get the infinity sign that is telling you that you are able to achieve everything. The possibilities are endless for you. Don't forget the miracle. So anyway, I'm just telling you that even though you are tired, you're able to push through. And if you're single, this is a great time for you to meet somebody. And even if you're in an existing relationship, you're going to be able to handle the situation as you have to do. Just follow your inner guidance. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And that's an indication that the reading resonated with you and helped you. And you can also help me to grow the channel to make sure that more people get the message that they need. And for you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. And I'm always very happy to read what's going on with you. What is this decision that you have to make? What makes you uncertain? What is the miracle that you were hoping for? So anyway, I'm very glad to read all of those comments. So let's continue and look at this, the World card. The World card is kind of showing very similar to this happy moment, right? Look how excited they are. So the World is showcasing that, you know, you're definitely ending a cycle here in terms of a relationship. This cycle is different for everybody. If you are single, this can be a sign that you are closing that chapter in your life, and a new relationship is coming in. If you're in an existing relationship, again, it's you're kind of finishing a cycle with that. Now, for me, because of the Ten of Swords, this is kind of more like a feel of ending a relationship. But the World is not only meaning that. The World can mean a travel. It can mean for some of you that the relationship is evolving to the next level in terms of getting married, getting engaged, moving in with each other. So the World is a lovely energy because it is all about achieving your goals, right? So here it's very interesting that you're setting a goal, because this is all about planning and choosing a path. This is actually all about achieving it. So I think whatever you're trying to achieve, whatever you're trying to manifest, you're going to be able to manifest it, because the World is goal achievement, celebration. And again, also the World has the infinite sign on it too. Not in this version, but normally it does have the infinite sign, which is kind of showcasing that and confirming that you do have infinite possibilities ahead of you. So don't be shy when you're kind of trying to manifest something, because you're able to manifest miracles. You're able to manifest anything you want. And I just looked up the original World card, which you can kind of see. It has the infinite sign as part of the ribbon. So you have two of those cards that has an infinite sign on it, and there's only, I think there's only three, so no, four. But anyway, there's definitely a great chance for you that you're able to achieve whatever you want in terms of love and relationship. And the next we have here is the Justice card. So the Justice is a card that can be a legal situation. So, and I'm kind of starting with that meaning right now, because, like, you know, with the Ten of Swords, there's definitely an indication of end of a relationship or a divorce for some of you, not all of you, that of course. So because of that, it can be a process where you are kind of going through a divorce process or separation process, and the Justice is the card that's telling me that there's going to be a decision on your favor. So generally the Justice means that you're going to get whatever you deserve. And it's very important to know deserve, because this is kind of like this karmic card where you are actually getting whatever you deserve based on what you've done. If you've been great, if you've been positive, you're gonna get rewarded for it. But if you are nasty, well, you're gonna pay for it. But you know, this is just an example. It is really an indication there's gonna be a decision. There's gonna be an end of a process here where you're gonna be able to actually celebrate, and maybe whatever the decision is gonna be, it's gonna be a miracle, because you know the world is showing an end of a process where you're gonna look back and you're gonna be very happy. You're gonna be very proud of you, and it is definitely connected to this end of another cycle, which for me is more the relationship. But the Justice is also the card of balance. It is also a card of when your kind of balance is returning to you, and it's kind of like an equal give and take type of feel. So if you're not going through a divorce, I think this is just showing that the balance is returning to your life. Maybe a relationship which is kind of like an equal give and take is coming to you, something that's going to be harmonious, something's going to be very balanced. And some of you are just, you know, trying to balance your life after whatever you've been going through. And you know, being balanced, again, it's very important that you kind of keep positive and attract the miracle that you're trying to manifest. And the last card we have here is the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is kind of this card where you're dreaming a lot, when you are dreaming, but you're not kind of realistic. So I think it's very important that whatever comes to you, accept it, because for me the Four of Cups is always kind of has this feel that something is, you have an opportunity for something, you have a chance for something, and you're not necessarily excited about it. So what does it mean in a relationship perspective? And the other thing before we get into the relationship, it's also that kind of you're focusing on the negatives, you're focusing on whatever went wrong in your life, and because of that you might not see, you might not be able to see the opportunities that are presented to you. And you know, with the expect miracles, we talked about it to, you know, stay positive and have a high vibration. But the Four of Cups in terms of relationships, so for some of you it might be that if you're single, you're kind of focusing on what didn't go well, what happened in your previous relationship, and because you're kind of too preoccupied with that, you don't see the opportunities that are presenting themselves. Maybe there's somebody who's interested in you, maybe there's somebody who wants to go on a date with you, is very flirtatious with you, but you're not even realizing it because you're just too busy focusing on your ex, or you're focusing on whatever happened to you, and you know, once this opportunity is gone, you're kind of, oh my God, I should have recognized it, and why I was so dumb, why didn't I notice it, etc., etc. Again, this is just an example. I'm not saying that you're dumb, but and you kind of can get into this cycle with this card where you just keep focusing on what went wrong and missing opportunities, right? So try to be more alert, try to be able to recognize signs when something great can come into your life. The other aspect of this card that you know, you're not really recognizing the value of something that you have. So if you are in a relationship, let's say you're focusing too much on dreaming about what the relationship could be, what it should be, as opposed to appreciating it for what it is and what it gives you. So obviously it is different for everybody, but those are kind of the general meanings of this card. So I think just be alert, be open to receive, right? Because when you kind of look at these cards, like, she's open to receive, right? She's ready to accept whatever is come to her, and very positive. While this person is like, I don't want that cup. So be her who's ready to receive. And when you look at the bottom of the deck is actually the King of Pentacles. He is somebody who is very stable, somebody who's very loyal, very loving. So maybe that's the one who's coming to you. You never know. And he's also rich. So anyway, just be open, be receptive, and expect miracles to happen. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.